Hi VLR. This week I really wanted to talk about demography and answer the question of the size of the player pool in each region, but a huge information was released on Twitter. As Faria told us in Platchat, Riot wants more incentive for organization to invest in Tier 2, and they think about two options. First option, reducing the number of partnership teams and go from 10 teams to 6 or 8 teams, meaning we will go from 2 Ascendant teams to 4 or 6 Ascension teams for each league. Second option, make a LCQ where Tier 2 team could qualify to master events. And to be honest, I think we should do both, but today we'll just cover the LCQ for Tier 2 parts. And before starting, we have to admit that Tier 2 team being allowed to participate to master events would be an amazing push for organization to invest in Tier 2, and a lot of people have cried a lot about Tier 2 dying. About counter-argument, some people may say it might devalue Tier 1 franchise, but no, I don't see any structure abandoning Tier 1 just because Tier 2 can qualify to Master. The only problem I can see is that will a player under 18 years old will be allowed to participate to Master? If that's not the case, a lot of Tier 2 teams will have a lot of problems if they qualify. Anyway, let's look at the free international event and see how we can change the format to qualify Tier 2 teams. And as you will see, an LCQ may not even be needed. Let's start with kickoff, and the double elimination format with 12 teams is absolutely horrible. I've made already multiple videos to explain why, and the best things we can do is to make a 16-team double elimination bracket format. This would absolutely solve every problem. No more 12-team bracket, but also give 4 spots to Tier 2 team to qualify to Master by only doing 8 more BO. And this is the perfect solution for kickoff. If this is not the definitive choice, I will be a little bit mad because with this solution, you really killed 2 birds in 1 stone. So, who will be the 4 Tier 2 teams that qualify to kickoff? To be simple, let's just qualify to kickoff the winner of every Tier 2 Split 3 league. By doing that, we don't even have to organize any offline event, which will make things a little bit easier and will give more importance to Split 3 that wasn't that important last year. Let's check region per region. And let's start with Americas, which is the perfect example to illustrate what I mean. We could give 1 slot for the winner of every Tier 2 league. 1 for Brazil, 1 for NA, 1 for Latin America South, and 1 for Latin America North. This is my favorite solution that requires no offline event and puts the 4 regions on an equal foot. But an alternative where NA have 2 spots and LAN and LAS share 1 spot would not be fully absurd. In APAC, it's a little bit tricky because there are 5 regions for only 4 places. Sure, we could make the 2 weakest regions, Oceanian and South Asia, play each other, but if we want to keep the idea of not making any qualifier and no offline event, then one of them have to play in China. It can't be Japan, Korea or Southeast Asia because that will mean there are a chance that a Tier 2 region have 3 spots in Master, which would not be fair. Oceania is the best choice, but yeah, you're gonna tell me that Oceanian player playing in China is Polar Bear in Arlington. But let's face the truth, China Arlington is already the biggest reserve for Oceanian player beer on Earth, and the best Polar Bear already all compete in Arlington. About China, yeah, 3 spots is a lot, but I suppose we don't have another choice since they are kinda all alone in their Tier 1. And also, if you want to be sure that at least 1 Chinese teams qualify to Masters. Because if we give 2 spots to regions that isn't China, then there are a really small chance that no Chinese teams manage to qualify to Masters, which will be a huge loss for views. Also, let's face it, 3 spots is a lot, but it can even be 4 if Riot doesn't want to make an exception to let Oceania play in China, which will be understandable. In EMEA, it depends on the philosophy you want. MENA is split in 2 leagues that can't play each other for ping issues. So if the goal is to change nothing to the structure of Tier 2 event in EMEA and not make any offline tournament, then the most logical choice to do is 1 slot for Levant North Africa, 1 slot for Gulf, and then 2 slots for the new European tournament. But let's face it, having the 6 best Tier 2 regions compete for 2 slots while the 2 worst regions have 1 direct slot is a little bit weird, especially if CIS come back and get one of the 2 European slots. The other philosophy for EMEA would be to just take the pre-franchised era boundaries. So, 1 slot for the 5 European Tier 2, 1 slot for Turkey, 1 slot for MENA, and 1 slot for CIS. After all, Turkey have also a bad ping on Frankfurt, so putting them all alone is an absurd. CIS will also need 1 spot when the war will be over, and MENA is really weak and is just split in two for ping reason, so it's not absurd to make an exception and make them play each other for 1 spot, even if it's offline. The only problem of that is that it would mean Turkey would probably stop playing the combined European Tier 2 tournament, which may be a huge loss for both Turkey and this tournament. Okay, so covering the repartition of slots for kickoff was pretty long, but we still need to cover split 1 and split 2 before ending the video. So, for the masters that come after split 1, yeah, we'll probably need an LCQ. Sure, the 2 finalists of tier 1 should directly qualify, and the last place will be for the LCQ winner. If we want, we can even make the LCQ a third loser bracket, so that not add too much game for the team that end third. If we choose to qualify 4 tier 2 teams for that LCQ, like in kickoff, that will mean 13 games more, which is not that much. An alternative possibility is to not make an LCQ and make a small tournament with every tier 2 winner, and the winner is allowed to play against the third best tier 1 team for the last spot. For champions, it's perfect and it's really easy. We don't even need an LCQ. The 2 finalists of split 2 are qualified. The best team in points is qualified, and the second best team in points plays against the winner of Ascension Tournament. It may have an exception if the winner of Ascension Tournament is a team that did participate to Tier 1. In the case there are 3 Ascendant teams in Champions, then the final rank of Champions will decide who qualifies for the next tier. This solution is perfect because it will change absolutely nothing to tier 2 structure and just add 1 bio more. So, in conclusion, if you want to give a chance to tier 2 team to participate in international event, it doesn't add too many number of games and it might not even add a single week of tournament. And if Riot decide to not let tier 2 participate to Masters, then it will be for other reason than schedule or format, especially since it may even solve the main issues with kickoff format and it is really easy to do for champions. The only reasons why Riot will not do it will be either legal reason, if it's not possible to let play a player under 18 on an international event, or for marketing reason, it could hurt tier 1 to give 1 slot to tier 2 masters or champions, but I'm not really sure of that. To me, letting tier 2 team participate to international events is needed, either to solve format issues, but also to give incentive to organizations to continue to invest in tier 2. As always, VLR, I'm seeking for debate there. This is a subject that I love to think and talk about, and if you want to debate with me by writing, speaking, or even publicly in Twitch, I will be glad to do that. Bye!